Okay, let's see. Peace and greetings, soul fam. Huh. But we are definitely going to work it out. No. Um, for whatever reason, it will not allow me. I- It won't let me come on stage. It will not let me do this. Now, I did this the whole time, and it just will not let me do it. Okay, so let me see. Having a little bit of technical difficulties, but peace and greetings, soul family. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome on in to Planet Remix Radio. I am your host, of course, Miss Blue, the Soulful Oracle. And oh my goodness, I don't know why. Why is it hide this? Oh, there we go. There we go. I hit the wrong button. So, peace and greetings, everyone. How are we all doing? How are we all feeling? I trust that we're all doing well. There we go. Hopefully, the sound is better. Hopefully, you all can see me better. How are we all feeling? How are we all doing? We doing all right? Yeah. Got to get it together. This kind of had me a little, whew. I couldn't figure it out. So we got it to work now. We got it to work. How's everybody doing? How are we all feeling? We doing all right? We feeling all right? We feeling good? Happy Lunar New Year's to everyone. Welcome on in. Let's get the like button up. I done moved everything around thinking something was off here. So I'm going to have to get my camera right, get everything together, get my well, my blanket gonna have to come around me, or my blanket's gonna have to come down because it's not doing right. But how are we all doing? How are we all feeling? Everybody doing all right? We doing good? Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So good to see everyone. So good to see everyone. Can you believe this is the Lunar New Year's? Well, we're actually on the eve of the Lunar New Year. So if you don't know what the Lunar New Year is, it connects itself with what we call Chinese astrology, right? But isn't it interesting that the Lunar New Year is in the month of Black History Month? So shouts out to Black History Month. Shouts out to the Lunar New Year. And shouts out to the whole Soul family and everyone in the building. How we all feeling? How we doing? I see everybody is coming over, getting themselves all situated. Yes, and it's a new moon. Absolutely. It's a new moon. Like this is a triple threat energy. I honestly want to know how you all have been feeling this week. Normally, I don't do any sessions on Friday, but I have some clients that I am working with that just because the nature of the work that they do in the world, some of my clients that I work with, I did 3 sessions today. And I can tell you from the top to the bottom, like all around the world, we are all feeling this energy right now. And it's some good energy. Don't get me wrong, it's some really, really good energy that we have in the month of February. We do have some things that we're going to have to be riding the cosmic wave. We're going to talk a little bit and maybe touch on that tonight. But I my mind is just like, whoa, these sessions today, the more that you think that you are so different from a person because of what they do in the world or, where they come from or, you know, um, whatever the reason is, we know we are more alike than we are different. And I have spoke with so many people from around the world that do some incredible things in this world today. And I can tell you, they are feeling everything exactly like you are feeling it. There is a newness in the air, like we cannot deny that. We are stepping into some energy that we've never experienced before in our lifetimes, like for hundreds of thousands of years. Like I've been telling you guys for weeks and weeks and weeks and preparing you, past lives are coming to the surface, like you're dreaming of past lives. That's why we had the Akashic Dream show, because this is really talking about your past lives and things that are coming to the surface. So pay close attention to your dreams. Like, don't take anything for granted. Any signs and symbols that are happening, bumping into old friends, people from the past, someone contacting you, maybe on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, you know, social media, letting you know what's going on with old classmates that maybe you went to elementary school with, or someone you went to middle school or even high school that you lost touch with, or someone from college, or maybe you lived in a particular city, state, or country. And all of a sudden, that person is just connecting back with you and getting back in touch with you. Do not take any of this for granted. Absolutely none. Push thoughts are coming through right now. All of the crystals, it's so much about this energy that's happening. And I'm going to do my very best to not get into talking about the workshop we have going on tomorrow. It's not really a workshop, but it is a cosmic call that we're going to be doing tomorrow. So shouts out to everyone who secured their seats for the Galactic E-Files Volume 5. And I'm excited because this will be the first time that I'll be doing the Galactic E-Files call live with you guys. Because normally how the Galactic E-Files work is that I will record work for you to do prior. And then you will get on the call with me and hear the channels, hear the information that's going on. And this one is going to be, it's going to be real galactic. We're going to do it totally different. It's just going to have a whole new rhythm, a whole new vibe to the e-files, but I'm going to love it. We're going to have a lot of fun. So, if you haven't secured your seat, I think there are some seats still left. As last I checked, which was earlier this week, get you a ticket so you can come and join us. If you can't make it live, it's okay. You'll get access to the replay and you'll get access to all the downloads, transformation, all that good stuff. You're going to get downloads. You'll get insight too. I'm going to take a look and into the chat room because we're going to do some shots out definitely in just a moment so you all can tell us where you're tuning in from, especially um, my international family from all over the world, sending you so much love. And mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I definitely want you all to make sure that you're tuning in, and let's hit that like button because that lets our soul family find us. It also, sends a message out into the universe so that the algorithm can know that we are live. Like we are really live. Like we are not this is not recorded. This is live. We are live. You are live. And so it's a way that you can put your energy signature on there and you can just sprinkle, send some good love and some light and love out into the planet and send those frequencies because boy, oh boy, do we need it. I want to give a big shout out to the moderators in the building. Big shout out to Brother Lance in the building. Big shouts out to Lola Falana in the building. And big shouts out to Mr. Dante in the building. These are Planet Remix moderators, and they do an amazing job. And shouts out to all of you in the building as well. So shouts out to all of you. So I want you to know if you're having some weird, crazy, far out dreams, know that this is a part of that process. And even though we're in the month of February, February is kind of it's really a transformative month. So I do want us to dive into this energy. This is the time that you really have to trust yourself because many of us, we're changing. What's happening is our crown chakra is recalibrating itself. It's recalibrating itself at this particular time and sort of aligning itself with all of our energy centers because they truly work together. But you are really, really tapping into the center of the Milky Way galaxy. And I know that sounds a little far out there, but this is how far your reach is. And so, we have spoke months and months. We've talked about endless possibilities. We've been talking about endless possibilities, and I've been sharing that with you guys here about endless possibilities. And what it's doing is it's stretching you. It's totally stretching you. It's stretching you beyond the boundaries of what you thought was possible. And so what's happening is it's kind of hard to hold on to anything. This is really good for those of us who overthink sometimes and allow our mind to just kind of run rampant because it's hard to hold on to thoughts. If you think about it, you may have been trying to hold the thought. I don't care how good, bad, challenging, demanding that thought is. You may have felt like it's hard to sort of stay focused. Maybe it's hard to stay concentrate on something or, to complete something that you were doing. You find that you have to give it a little bit more effort. And the reason for that is because of this recalibration and this expansion that we're going through. Now, it's simply by choice. You don't have to take any download. You don't have to take any upgrade if you don't want to take it. If you don't want to do the upgrade, No worries. You don't have to do it. But I know that if you are here, oh, you are so about this upgrade that is happening. And so that's what's happening with you right now. So this is when you truly get into the flow. You're getting into the flow. You're getting into your flow. You're getting into your flow. And so what's happening with that gorgeous, beautiful mind of yours? I don't want you to think because some of you are in school, some of you are taking classes, some of you are doing a lot of the work from the digital sites and all of these things that you're working on. I don't want you to think that you're not retaining it. It's being retained, but it's going straight into your subconscious mind. And what's coming to the front is finally the mind, your beautiful, gorgeous mind is doing what it was designed to do. What it was designed to do. And so it's making it very challenging when you try to give a task to the mind that is not a mind task. These tasks that are coming up now are tasks for the soul. They're tasks for the higher spirit. It's tasks for the higher self. And so you have to kind of surrender to your higher self. And so this is what many of us is doing. I don't know if you all can hear it, but my voice is recalibrating again. And I get so excited whenever my voice recalibrates because what's happening is I'm getting different harmonics that are coming in my sessions, particularly the healing sessions. I'm able to use these harmonics and I'm able to use these frequencies of my voice to facilitate healing, to open up energy, to assist people closing down energy and really recalibrating their energy. So, all of this is happening. And you know, the throat chakra itself is connected to all of your energy centers. And so, right now, I want us all to really, really check deep within ourselves, and just kind of ground yourself for a minute and definitely feel your energy. Feel your energy as it's running through because what's happening right, oh, I got to stop myself because I don't want to tell anything because this is the month that I have given the name of the Mystic Healer. And I've given it that name for a very powerful reason. I also told you that this is a lot. Now, I will tell you this for those of you who are going to be on the call tomorrow, and I'm not going to stay up here all night. Somebody asked, are we doing an all-nighter? We're not doing an all-nighter tonight. But I will say this. I am going to be talking about ancestral healing. But I'm going to share with you what my guides have shared with me about ancestral healing. Never before shared. And I haven't heard anyone present ancestral healing in this way because you all know what I say. Ancestors don't need to be healed. And this is true. But you are going to get the true understanding why this is such a big topic and what does it mean for you to be able to tap into that ancestral lineage and how is that connected to you and what can you do about it now? What can you absolutely do about it now? That's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about that and a whole lot of other galactic things. Mm-hmm. 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 So know that the information for the call, here's what I need you all to do. Make sure you read the description because I give you all the details in the description. The information for the call will be sent out tomorrow. The call is going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And the details will be sent out that day, tomorrow. So around 10 or 11 o'clock, you'll get the details for the call, how to come to the call. And that's what you're getting. There was no download, and I put that in the detail, but I know everybody was so excited that you guys were used to how we were doing the galactic calls, but we're not doing it that way. And I want you all to know that we're just gonna have it. Listen, it's gonna be going down. We're gonna have fun. You know, we're gonna get in there, do what we need to do. I got some surprises for you. There will be a live channel message that I'll be doing right there on the spot with all of you. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna get into some work. So come ready to work. And if you're going to be listening to the replay, you'll be able to still tap into that frequency, into that vibe. Definitely going to have the moderators put the link in the room if they can. So if anybody wants to still sign up, I believe there still is room. Want to welcome everyone on in and thank you so much for joining us on Planet Remix Radio. And yeah, there's earthquakes going on. Things are shaking, things are rattling, things are rolling because we are moving at a high rate of speed through the galaxy, through the Milky Way galaxy. And now we have the dragon, the earth dragon that is amongst us. We have the earth dragon that is amongst us at this time. And that's a really, really beautiful thing because what the earth dragon is here to do is really to help the planet with its ascension, with its ascension. And this earth dragon, this energy that is coming in, um, it's going to change things. It's going to change things drastically. Whenever the earth dragon comes in, it brings amazing transformational energy. Transformational energy is coming up. It's coming up for all of us and illumination. But we're going to see this. You're going to get a chance to witness this, see this. And the question will be, can you ride the dragon? Can you ride the dragon? You know, it's like riding the cosmic waves. Can you ride the dragon? Can you ride the dragon? But welcome on in. Happy born day to all of my Aquarius in the building. And definitely want to give a big shout out to all the Aquarius in the building, sending you so much love. And also shouts out to each and every single one of you. Wow. Busy week. It's a busy week. On Club Shay Shay, they got Monique on there. Monique, anybody watch Club Shay Shay and see Monique on there? Only reason I talk about it, because a lot of things that we see playing out right now is going to show up big for us. One thing that I want us all to do is to make a note. Make a note of this. Make a note. I want you to go back into your life 2015. Make a note of what was happening in 2015 and also what was happening in 2006, 2007, because this is really mirroring that time. You're kind of mirroring that. But see, you're a different person. You're totally different. You're not the same person. You've done so much work on yourself. So much has happened since that time, since 2015, since right now. And so now you have an opportunity to really stand up for yourself. And this is what you're going to be feeling so big this week. You know, the need for you to really not let history repeat itself, at least not the history that we do not want to repeat itself. Do not want to repeat itself. So, this is where you're going to have to just hold the course, stay focused, recognize that who you need to trust, who you need to believe in is yourself. You have to do that. No matter if you don't have anyone that you feel is supporting you on what you're doing, what you know to be true in your heart, you have to know. You have to have your back. You have to know that you can trust yourself. It is so important that you do that. It is so important that you do that. And then you have to make sure that you are loving yourself. You are absolutely loving yourself in the most the highest potential of ways of loving yourself, not loving ourselves into delusion, not loving ourselves and falling susceptible, to bad habits, but loving ourselves in a way that we never thought was possible. That was possible. This is how you have to do. You have to love yourself that way. And it doesn't mean you don't love other people in your life. Of course you do. Of course you still love people in your life. But I'm talking about not forgetting you. See, that X show that I did, it's going to become so important as we continue to move forward because you can never forget X. X is in every equation, in every decision that you will ever make in your life. And that X is you. You're the X, and you cannot forget you. You can't ever forget you. And sometimes that's going to take you slowing down. Sometimes that's going to require you to have a different set of values that need to come to the forefront. Some of that is going to require you to say, not no, but hell no. Some of that is going to require you to walk away from things. Some of that is going to require you to take a totally different direction. Some of it is going to require you to step up in your level of responsibility and even in your leadership, especially when it comes to the leadership of you. It's going to require you to do that. And no worries, I'm going to be right here to ensure that we all get on that good foot and make sure that we are doing that because it's really time for us to really embody who we are, do the work that we know our soul is calling us to do, or be on that path of discovery because we know it's there. We know it's there. And we're moving into this energy. Many of you, I've given you this date last month, and I said, by the time we get to February the 9th, you're going to have clarity about something in your life. You all remember that? You're going to know exactly what you need to do. You're going to get insight on what is going on with you. All of that is going to be coming to the forefront. And for so many of you, it's going to come to the forefront. Happy Born Day, Gratitude Goddess, and happy Born Day, Free Society Beats. I haven't been on the text line. Please forgive me. I haven't been sending out the happy born day shots out. I get up every morning and when I'm in my meditation and the information just flows in and I just haven't been able to get to it to do it. So definitely want to send all of you a happy born day. Okay, a happy born day. Mm-hmm. Happy born day. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. So much is happening and it's really a beautiful time. It really is. Love is definitely in the air. This is a beautiful time. We're opening up these love portals that are happening, not just for ourselves, but for those relationships and for those things that we have been wanting for a long time to achieve. We're really in a beautiful time. We got to hold the vibration. Your vibration counts. I want you to think about that. Your vibration count. And the more that we can have people who are living in a space of higher vibration, who are maintaining that high vibe, the better it is for all of us collectively on the planet. This is why you're going to be seeing more and more people looking for people to join their soul group, their soul tribe. They're going to be doing all kinds of things because for those of us who are light workers on the planet, we are wanting these souls so that we together, something Brother Bobby Hemmett told me many, many years ago is that whenever we get together as Planet Remix, we are opening up a vortex. Literally, we are sending vibrations uh, out into the world. We're sending vibrations and frequencies out into the world. And so this is definitely when you all are here, especially when you're coming with that pure heart, when you're coming with that clear mind, when you set the intentions to show up as your authentic self and as you are, and bring that beautiful vibration in. It is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. So welcome on in. Let's do some shots out really, really quick. See who's in the building. I'm trying to look between the camera, also keep in touch with you all, but sending love out to each and every single one of you. So who is in the building? Shots out. Maybe we can get a little bit of vibes going here while we see who is actually in the building. We're going to get some shots out to everyone in the building. Welcome on in. So good to see you. Welcome on in, Gratitude Goddess in the building. Welcome on in. We have the Voice Alchemist representing Kentucky in the building. Gonna try to get everybody here, but I'm not gonna be able to get everybody. Roz is representing California. Major Key is from Baltimore. Welcome on in. We got Jacko, I think, in the building. Johnny Jupiter is in the building. Hey, Johnny. We have Nichelle TV representing Dallas in the building. We got Sammy in the building representing South Carolina. Welcome on in, Sammy. Let's see who else is in the building. We got Gotti representing Inglewood in the building. Welcome on in. We got Rebe representing the Peach City. Welcome on in. Roberta Spy representing Georgia. There is, oh my goodness, Geo representing the City of Angels. Welcome on in, Geo and Mama Gail. Infinite Wisdom representing Vegas in the building down there. Shiva representing Durham, Kakalaka. Welcome on in. Let's see. Jamaica Queens. Kareem is in the building. Welcome on in, Kareem. We got Priestess Jasmine. Welcome on in, Priestess Jasmine. And so many others. I know we have our international listeners. Miss Little is representing the Marsh Islands in the building. Welcome on in. So good to see you. Good to see you, sis. Good to have you in the building. Shouts out to all of Self-Invested in the building. Also, shouts out. Shouts out to Gold Leaf in the building, representing Georgia. Shouts out to Karmic Evolution, representing the UK in the building. Johnny Mac, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in, Smith and Holston, representing California in the building. So good to see you. Melissa in the building. Welcome on in. We got Shay representing the Shy in the building. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Brittany is giving Self-Invested a shout out. Welcome on in. Priestess Jasmine. Cheryl representing Georgia. Lots of going on. We got 130 people in the building. International family members as well. Welcome, everybody. Trust that you all are feeling well, you are doing well, and all of that good stuff. Oh, yeah. We're going to be going to the phone lines here in just a moment, so we can touch in, talk with each other, see what's going on. I want to take your calls, see what's going on. Take the pulse of the soul family and see what's really happening, what's really going on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But welcome on in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lots of things happening in the sky, lots of things happening in the water. I sent out a documentary earlier this week. And the documentary, do you all remember how many of you watched it if you're on the text line? The documentary I sent out earlier this week, that you all got the documentary. By the way, happy Indigenous People Black History Month. We're going to give a big shout out to that. But I sent you all a documentary. Hmm. Mm. Hmm. Did you all watch it? Well, the documentary, it's much about the work that a lot of our elders, those who came before us, and a lot of our scholars and teachers who are doing the work have done the research. And so I want to give a big shout out to everyone because it showed the connection that many of us who study history understand, because history is something that's very unique and everyone has their own version of history. And in this documentary, it was talking about how the first two dynasties of China, of Asia, was founded based off of African civilization, ancient African civilization. Now, this may be new to some of you, but it's not new to me, and I'm so thankful. Matter of fact, as soon as I seen it, I sent some love and a big shout out to our dear brother, Dr. Brother Wayne Chandler, who's been on Planet Remix. And he also wrote the book, Ancient Future. If you don't have that, that's one you need to definitely get. But he also worked with our dear brother, Ashe, Dr. Ivan Van Sertiman, and he wrote several books, him and Brother Wayne Chandler and many others, to talk about the connection between Asia and Africa. And so there was a documentary. I'm not really sure who did the documentary, but I know that it's sort of making waves. And he had accounts, not just from people out of the African diaspora that is saying this, but also people from the Asia diaspora that is saving, that is sharing this information. And now they're tying the two cultures together. And so many of you hit me back and said that you can even see sort of the Asiatic sort of kind of influence that is there that you feel, but it's really more of a African influence that turned into a Asian influence. And so this is why I say we are more alike than we think we are separate. And so I think it is just a beautiful thing that these brothers, these sisters, Dr. Ben, Ashe to him, Dr. Leonard Jeffries, Dr. Phil Valentine, who's the other one? Dr. Naeem Akbar. Gosh, I can go on. So many of these brothers, and forgive me if I don't get everyone's name, but that have put in this work and done a lot of historical research. Was there Dr. Ashwa Kwesi, the other brother and his wife that do the trips to Egypt every year, to begin to start talking about this from a historical point of view. And now we have other people who are interested in a lot of the work that they have put down. So I immediately reached out to Brother Wayne Chandler just to thank him for the work that he's still doing on the planet and the work he's done on the planet. Just amazing. Is it? Well, when it comes to what you choose to call yourself, I, I don't think anything. I think anything can be violent, if you allow it to be. If you allow it to be. um, in a lot of cases. I can understand that, but for me, I look at things more from a spiritual point of view than I do from a physical point of view. So, depending on the arena I'm in, there are certain things I would never call myself, just depending on what the presentation is. But from a spiritual point of view, I don't take those harsh lines that way, even though I recognize, honor, cherish, and respect where I am and understand and recognize all that goes along with it. But I think we all can see ourselves as we choose to see ourselves. And if we can bring more love and understanding into that, I think that's the better picture for me anyway. Anyway. But yeah, but yeah. So yeah, yeah. How we all feeling? How we all feeling? And so I can't find the exact, maybe I'll link that article down. When I'll link the article down, and if you want to watch the video, so you can watch the video, you can be able to watch the video and see it. But I'll put it back under there so you can see it. But again, happy Indigenous People Black History Month. For those of you who celebrate and honor that, and for those of you who honor, people on the world to be able to celebrate. So, yeah, so we're going to get ready to go to the phone lines 515-605-9794. So we can take some calls. Press 1 once you get on the phone lines because that lets me know that you're on the phone lines and you want to talk to me. And yeah, that you want to talk to me. How are y'all feeling? Mm-hmm. 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 I'm just reading. I'm just reading the chat. Y'all have some beautiful conversations going on. Welcome to everyone who's just joining us in the building. And yeah, welcome to everyone who's joining us. So we're going to go to the phone lines. Please press 1 when you're on the phone lines. Let's go to the caller calling in from area code 9807. 9807, you're live on Planet Remix. Oh, hold on, 9807. Hold on. It was a lot of noise going on. 9807, welcome on in.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, hi, Miss Blue. This is my first time calling in. My name is Deanna.
What's your name, please? Say it's cut. Is there any way anywhere you can go somewhere it's a little quieter?
Yes, is that better? My name is Deanna.
Deanna. Okay, greetings, Deanna. Looks like you got a beautiful um a beautiful crew over there. How's it going?
Yeah, she's mad at me and put her music down, but it's going well. I just wanted to ask something pretty basic. I wanted to know how many spirit guides I had,
Mhm.
and I wanted to know if you could get in touch with my godmom. Um, She has been gone for about 11 years, and I've never like really tried to reach out to her because I felt like, and it may sound silly, but I felt like I didn't really want to bother her in the afterlife because she did so much for me when she was here in the land of the living. So I just wanted to see if she had anything that she
Mm,
wanted to say to me,
mm-hmm.
like encouraging words. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. That's interesting that you say you didn't want to bother her. Um, yeah, that's interesting, Deanna, that you say. First of all, you said this your first time calling in. I want to say welcome. Let me give you some sparkles. And
Thank you.
I want to give you some sparkles. And I'm also doing the sound check. Can you all hear her, or is the call still coming in very low? I just want to make sure. Deanna, they can hear you. Can you all hear Deanna?
Okay.
Because she's super loud on my end, but I want to make sure it's very low. Okay. Hold on one second, Deanna. We're gonna try to fix this. I'm not gonna tell you Miss Blue the best at it, but we're gonna try to fix this. Let's see if that is better. Okay. Deanna, you want to speak for me?
Yeah. And I just want to tell you, Miss Blue, thank you so much for everything that you do. Um, I don't even know how, like, what other words I can put to that. I just want to say thank you. I am just, I know you don't like the word appreciate, but I'm very appreciative. I have a lot of gratitude.
Thank you.
I'm just very thankful.
You're so welcome. Okay, so they're saying, let me see. And thank you. And I'm not ignoring you. I want to make sure. I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out why is it so low. Give me 1 second. We're gonna get it together here. Hmm. Okay. Um, sound. Okay, let's see. Okay. And so you all are saying you cannot hear her. You want to talk? Can you talk for me real quick so I can make sure?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me a little better? I have on earbuds. I don't know if that's why.
I don't, I
But
honestly do not think it is on your end. I think it's on my end. So I think it's on my end. Let me try, let me try this. No, I wasn't. Um, I'm speaking now, but I wasn't. Is that better, you guys? I don't know. Ah, I don't like this. Why is it saying? Okay. All right. Um, we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going because I don't wanna mess it up. Not better, but something did change. It's hard to do a sound check. Yeah, if you can talk for me, I know it's kind of hard, but can you just,
okay.
yeah, just tell me again what you want, what your question is,
Okay.
so we
I'll
can.
say hello to the Soul family. And I wanted to know how many spirit guides that I have and if you could get in touch with my godmom.
Okay, all right. They're saying you sound better. Say something else one more time for me.
Hi, Soul family.
Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it. Thank you,
Okay.
Deanne. That was amazing. All right, so now first thing I want to talk about is your godmother. Um, Now, interesting enough, you're calling her your godmother. Let me ask you, is your mother still with us, please?
Yes.
And is your godmother connected to you through your mother or your father?
Neither.
Neither.
I met her in church.
You met her in church. Okay. And
Hmm.
who raised you? Because I feel like she's telling me something about who raised you. Was there someone else? Because I see distance between your mother and your father. So who raised you?
Oh, my aunt, my dad's sister is
Okay.
who raised me.
Okay. And is that when you were going to church with her when you met your godmother?
Um, no, my aunt, she died in like 1994, I believe. So this was years later. I was an adult, married with children.
Mm.
We were going to
W-
the same church,
Hold
and
on a
so you are
second.
correct. There is.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Go
no,
ahead,
no,
I'm
no.
sorry.
I just wanted to say this because your aunt is coming through. Because I have someone coming through that said, I'm her mother. So this is your aunt. Are you still with me?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So your aunt is coming through first. Now, your godmother is there, but your aunt stepped up and said, I'm her mother. And she has something to say. Do you want to talk to your
Okay.
do you want to talk to your aunt?
Um, I will through you. I'll trust it.
Yeah,
We
because
didn't have like the best
I was going to
relationship.
say, yeah, that's why she's saying she's so sorry. She's so sorry for everything.
Okay.
She's so sorry. You know,
Okay.
your aunt, when it came to her raising you, she's telling me like she didn't know what she was doing at first. What started out to be for
Mm-hmm.
something good turned out to be something she regretted, and she had a lot of anger behind the situation and behind how things went. And
Yeah. It
and
was.
she, and she was dealing with a lot of her own pain, her distorted, this is what she's telling me, distorted pain, a lot of distorted pain, a lot of family generational patterns, and a lot of family
Yes.
patterns. And she passed that on to you. And was there other children? Because I see other children around her.
Yes. Yes.
You said,
Hmm. There were. It was her daughter,
mm-hmm,
and then her daughter had children,
mm-hmm,
and we were raised together by her.
yes,
And instead of calling them like it's different because she adopted me, so that made
mm-hmm,
her daughter not my cousin but my sister, which made her
yes,
children my nieces and nephews.
yes,
So to stop all the confusion, we called each other brothers and sisters.
yes,
So it was and we're all distant
mm,
now too.
yeah,
But I do want her to understand that I understand that she did like her best. It was distorted, but it was still very painful for me to come through, and I had a lot of anger behind it. But
yes.
I am forgiving.
Yeah, she recognized that because she said her greatest fear was for you to repeat the pattern. That was her greatest fear, her greatest fear. But she is so proud of you and she loves you so much.
Oh,
And she is so, so
thank
sorry.
you.
And she's also taking me back, oddly enough, to something that happened in February when you were alive. And I'm going to say maybe you were around 11 years old. And it's
Mm.
something happened. I don't know if something happened while you were playing outside, and I don't know if one of the kids got hurt or something at school, but you kind of got punished for it, and she just went overboard with the punishment. She just keeps telling me she went overboard, like everything she went overboard with it, you know? Um, and
Yeah. Mhm.
conversations you overheard, you should have never overheard, just a lot of things. Yeah.
I don't remember, but I want her to know that I'm not angry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a lot of work and released those things, so I don't want her. I know that she is in the afterlife. I don't want her to carry any of that.
Oh,
It's okay.
yeah, she's not carrying it, but it's more for
Okay.
you. It's more for you because
Okay.
she said she just doesn't want you to have any kind of ill feelings, because she said she's been trying to come to you for years in your dreams,
She
and you
has.
and you keep pushing her away, you know?
I do.
Yeah. And so this is why she jumped up front and said, "No, I'm her mother. I need to talk to her first." Yeah. Yeah. So how beautiful is that? And this is this month
Mm-hmm.
for this healing. And now your godmother is there, and she's cheering this conversation on and standing next to your aunt, and she's sending you so much love, and she said you could never be a bother to her. And see, this
Okay.
this is why these two are coming together, because this is what you felt. This is what your aunt made you feel, like you were a bother, like you were a burden. And I hear you say that you're over it, but you're not. There's still some remnants that is there. So take this as that confirmation from your aunt, so you can release that. You are not a burden. You are not a bother. You understand, you're not something to irritate. And so your godmother said she has never left your side. She loves you. She's so proud of you and how you're raising your children, how you're doing work on yourself. She's excited for some of these new things that you're about to step into, some of the classes and things that you're taking. She loves what you're doing with your hair, because you're playing around with different hairstyles. She thinks you look beautiful, and she's just excited for you and your whole family. And she wants you to really learn how to love yourself. Here's something else I'm going to share with you, because what she understood now, and it's not really different from what she understood before, but what she wants to hone in to get you to understand that God lives inside of you, inside of you. You're not separate from God. And so you and God are one. And your godmother is saying, you have to know that. You have to know that. And this is why you have to be, how they say, be a godly woman or a godly man.
Mhm.
That means you are to embody the same essence that God has within yourself, because that lives inside of you. And that's what she wants you to do, to learn how to love yourself and trust yourself and know that you're making the right decision. And she says, take
Okay.
your time before, because she says you're getting ready to make a large purchase. Take your time and do research before you make a large purchase.
Okay.
You Are you planning on spending a large amount of money on something?
This is like so wonderful because in my present moment, I don't have a lot of money, but I feel like a large amount of money is coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I started preparing for it,
Oh yeah.
and there is a large purchase that I am going to make once the money comes.
Okay.
So that is confirmation
There you go.
for
And
me.
she says, make sure you start doing the research Now. Start doing the research
Okay.
absolutely now for the large purchase that you're going to make. I see a suitcase. Are you planning on taking a local trip? Are you and the family going somewhere to take a trip? It could be close by or.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
no, but if I tell you my personal life right now, I'm staying with my daughters. They are helping me a
Mm-hmm.
lot. And I have suitcases, but it is just where I'm packing my clothes for right now, not necessarily for a trip.
Okay, but well, you will be going somewhere. I said local, even if that's you getting your own place, if that's what you desire, or moving
Okay.
somewhere, it's local.
So that's confirmation as well. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah,
Ms.
that's
Blue. Okay.
local.
I
Yes,
got it.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, congratulations. Sending you so much love. Know that things are going to turn themselves around. I just need you to make sure you're staying in a high vibration. Know that you are not a burden. Know that you can make good decisions and you can trust yourself. You can trust yourself
Okay.
wholeheartedly. Now, you have an opportunity to have three mothers who love you. You understand? One who loves you in her higher self and not aware of it. You have your aunt who's in the ancestor realm that loves you. You have your godmother who loves you, and you have all of Planet Remix here who love you, and I love you. And I'm sending you so much love. So I want you to hang in there because things have turned themselves around. They're not going to, they
Thank you.
already have. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Peace and love. Hold the line. Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. We're going to go to the next caller calling in from area code 4043. 4043, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hello, Ms.Blue.
Yes, hello. Who's on the line, please?
This is Terrence.
Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, the call dropped. We're going to go to the next caller. Hopefully, the caller will call back in. Let's go to the next caller calling in from area code 7634. 7634, you're live on Planet Remix.
Yes, once again, whenever I connect with you, I always know I'm supposed to be here because the way it lines up, I'll somehow accidentally end up tuning in,
And
but there's no accidents.
who's on the line,
I
please?
followed your advice. Oh,
Who's
my name is Abdul Grundy from St. Paul, Minnesota. I followed your advice on grounding. I
okay?
had, yeah, you told me I had a lot of activity in my third eye, ajna chakra, like it was two vortexes almost. So I started grounding, and I'm good. I'm good. I've been grounding every day,
Well,
and
good.
but
That is. Mm-hmm.
I still feel like this. I guess I'm still growing with this grounding. What is my next step spiritually? I mean, because I know in my future I'm supposed to be. Uh, I guess I'm evolving to that.
Well, here's
I
what I
also got questions.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. You're just moving real, real fast. I'm gonna give you some sparkles so you can kind of bring yourself back down the earth with us here. It's all good. Here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to keep thinking about what you're supposed to be doing. And I want you to start focus on what you're doing right now because this is where the power lies. It lies in the moment of right now. So I don't want you to get far out there of thinking about your purpose being bigger. Because here's the truth. Your presence, just you showing up. Let's just take right here, even on Planet Remix. This without you saying anything, right? Without you doing
Right.
anything, it's making a difference. And so the first thing that I want you to get is that you alone is more than enough, more than enough. And sometimes we take these purposes and we think they're this title or it looks a certain way or we have to be doing something. But I want you to understand this month of February here, this is energy that is all about receiving. And that's going to be for most of us on the planet, like 99% of us on the planet. This is about receiving. It's about being present. It's about staying connected to ourselves. It's about finding that joy. It's about being in that place. And so I want you to take that all in and know that you're living, when you are living your life, when you are enjoying the moment, not the future, not the past, but when you are enjoying the moment, you are living your divine purpose. Because we're all broadcast stations, every single one of us. Planet Remix is live spiritual radio, but we all are broadcasting 24 hours a day. And you're broadcasting right now. You're broadcasting to the world loud and clear. And we can hear you, we can see you, and we can feel you. And so, really,
Yes, ma'am.
what the universe is asking you to do, Abdullah, is asking you, can you hear yourself? Can you feel yourself? Can you feel your presence? Because when you feel your own presence, that is very calming. That's very balancing. That's very healing. This is what I want you to focus on. How can you connect with your own presence and be in that presence and know that that's a great impact on the world? Not that you won't do other things, but remember the most important thing in the equation is you. See how you just calm down just by us being on the phone and you sort of getting into that energy?
Yes, ma'am.
That's where I want your focus to be. Hmm.
Okay.
What you drinking?
Well, I'm not drinking that. I'm about to heat up some food. It's some sweet potatoes. But yeah, I've noticed my auntie has been coming in my mind a lot. My auntie, and
Mm-hmm.
we had a strange relationship where she loved me, but I think a
Yes.
lot of her aggression towards my father got filtered off to me,
Yeah.
and now she's showing up. She's showing up. It's almost like in a way she's
Yeah, she's
I
saying
don't
she's
know. She's being
sorry. Absolutely. And let me tell y'all something. I told you this last week. All the dimensions are open. Every dimension is open. And the ancestors are definitely here. Definitely here because they don't want anything to block what we have going on, so that for those of us who want to ascend to a higher level in our timelines and us being here on the planet, that we don't have anything that's holding us back. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
yes, yes, yeah, yeah, and I wanted to know what power does she have that I could like, not really power, but like how can she assist me? It's something she can. Maybe she needs something from me, and if she needs something from me, I can be
No,
there
she
for her.
doesn't need anything from you but for you to love yourself, and for you to love yourself and to live a life that's filled with joy. You know what would be really good is to find some sort of habit to take up, just like Tai Chi or Qi Gong, or to do something of that nature, to get out there and to start working, your body and your energy, to put everything together. But she doesn't need anything from you. She just wants you to know that she loves you and she's proud of you, of course, but she wants you
Yeah,
to learn how to ground yourself more. to stay present more and to enjoy each day and not to take it for granted. Don't take the moment,
Yeah,
don't take the day for granted.
yeah, I've been grounding like you said every day, and I'm much more solid in my body, and it's lasting all day long
I love that.
because I studied the method. I studied a method from Dr. Wayne Chandler, and he showed me a
Yes,
grounding technique
yes, beautiful.
that settles me in my body, and I stay there. So
Yes. Keep doing that. I want you to keep working with that and doing that and knowing that what's going to happen is when the next step is there for you, it's going to show up. But this is what I also want you to know. When the next step comes, it will show up to you. You won't have to go chase it. You won't have to go run it down. You won't have to do any of that. It will show up for you. But your aunt is there and you can definitely talk to her. You can have her show up in your dreams for you as you well. But there is nothing that she's coming to do. You know, we have to become leaders in our lives and know as much as our ancestors love us and they're here to support us, they are not here to live our lives for us, just like spirit guides. They are here to assist us. They will give us clues. Um, they will send signs and symbols our way, but they will never, ever take over our own free will, nor should we want them to. Nor should we want them to. Yeah. All right. So thank you for calling in. Peace and love, Abdullah Holalai. Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. All right. We're going to go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 6267. 6267, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are.
Yay! Greetings, Ms.Blue. Greetings, Remix family. It's Roz from Los Angeles.
Oh, greetings. Who's on the
Shaking
line?
and quaking over here.
Who's on the line?
It's Roz from Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. I don't know why you got it. Must be on my end that I can't hear. Hey, Roz. Hey, Roz, how are you?
Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2.
I can hear
Is that
you.
better?
You know what I forgot?
Okay.
It's a new moon. It's a new moon, but it's really a full moon energy. I want y'all to marinate
Yeah.
on that. It's a new moon, but it's giving full moon energy. It's giving full moon.
Mm.
It's giving
What's your
full moon.
name, please? Is there any way?
Yes,
Any
I
Yeah,
way?
feel that.
and
Sorry.
that's okay. I was
Oh,
gonna say, can you yeah, cut the speakers off or move away so we don't get the feedback, please.
sorry. Oh, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful to be here. It's been interesting. I know one of the things I'm going to say concerned about is like physically, I've been having so many joint pains and stiffness and feeling like certain parts of the body is stiff, like arthritis, and I'm just concerned about why that's coming up. And if we are able, I recently had my mom's best friend passed away unexpectedly. I had the grace and honor to be her caregiver in her last days, but we weren't expecting her to pass. So if she is present and there is a word, anything she wants me to take care of for her or any, it was unexpected, and I just want to open that door for anything she might want me to know.
Mm. Okay, let's see. Mm, mm. Well, she's coming through smiling and she's with your mother. And she says it wasn't unexpected. She was very sick
Yeah.
and it wasn't unexpected. Um, Now, she is saying that I'm still getting a bad echo though. Do you have me on speaker? Maybe that's it.
I've taken it off of speaker.
Okay. Yeah,
Is this better?
yeah,
Okay.
that's better. But she's with your mother, and
Mhm.
she said this wasn't unexpected, but she is grateful for the time that you came, that you checked on her, the things that you did for her. Um, but she was ready to go. I feel like there was a loss of a child or a loss of someone close to her some years prior. Did she have children? Did she?
No, but she was very much Aunt Bernie to everyone. Literally everyone. She had lots of children in regard to, like, spiritually, that she was connected to.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, because she's telling me that she been ready to go.
Mm.
She was been ready to go, but she's so happy and she's so grateful to you and your kindness and your love. Um, she feels like, interesting enough, this must be the theme because she felt like she was a burden, to people,
Mm-mm.
especially after she became ill, but she's very, very grateful, for the things. And what she wants you to know is that she loves you and she has so much love for everybody. And she has no regrets in her life. Absolutely no regrets in her life. And it's so beautiful. And she's no longer in pain because she's showing me she was in
Yes.
excruciating pain till it was numbing
Yes.
her. It was numbing her, she says. The pain was so
Wow.
severe. So she is no longer in pain and she is free. She is free.
Okay.
And that's what she
Okay.
wanted. She wanted to be free. And yeah, yeah, yeah. And she has the most
Thank
beautiful smile in the world.
you.
Be-
Yes.
Beautiful smile, absolutely. And of course, your mother is there, but you talk to your mom all the time. And so she's sending you so much love as well. And
I love you.
it is so beautiful. And she's telling me about the flowers. She's mentioning about flowers, something about flowers. She loved flowers and she's just, she's enjoying everything. Yeah, 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 yeah. You
Thank
know,
you.
yeah, you're welcome. She said her wish is what it is and what she told you. Live your life. Stop worrying about things that's not worth worrying about. Live your life.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So let's talk about your bones. Let's talk about your bones. Let's talk about this arthritis. You're going through ascension symptoms. And you can feel it in your bones because your DNAs, we got crystals all throughout our bodies, especially in our brains. But this is your body is changing, your DNA is changing, and you're going through a metamorphosis. And I know we just went through a major upgrade, but you're going through another one. You're going through what I like to call not just an awakening, a quakening. You're going through a
Mm.
quakening. Almost to the point where
Mm.
you're even thinking about moving, like doing something real drastic, like out of the box,
Mhm.
you know? And yeah, you're going through this transformation. You're going through this transformation. And, a lot of times you'll feel it in your bones. You feel it in your bones because of our DNA, because of the energy that you're now taking in. You're taking in huge packets that you have been downloading since 2016. Those things are now waking up inside of you. And so if you get that urge to do that thing that you wanted to do back in
Mhm.
2006, 2015, do it. Do it. Because all of this is getting you in alignment for this energy to come through you. And so you can feel the expansion in your body. And you're letting go of a lot of things, not just energetically and mentally, but also physically.
Mm-hmm.
You're cleaning up and you're letting go of things. Like you're getting rid of, oh, I don't
Yes.
need this dress. Oh, I don't need these shoes. Oh, this doesn't fit, or this is no longer serving me. So you're kind of going through a transformation. It's ascension symptoms. What I would recommend is red light therapy. I would recommend you to do some red light therapy because that's going to help you to just, even though we're having ascension symptoms, it doesn't mean we ignore the physical symptoms. So, this
Yes.
is a part of that. And anytime we're talking about bones, we're talking about our foundation. When you're talking about your bones aching, this is your foundation. You're thinking about changing your foundation. This is how you show up in the
Mm-hmm.
world. This is what you're known for in the world. This is the work you want to do in the world. All of this is a part of your foundation. This is, um, has to do with your physical home. You're thinking about changing
Mm-hmm.
that physical home where you're staying, where you're living. Like there's some contemplation there. This is also about who you have bonds with. These are the groups and the people you associate yourself with. You're making changes in that. New people are coming in, other people are leaving out of your life. At this time. So you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that energy within your bones. The bones are also connected to our ancestors. So whenever we talk about the bones, we're talking about things that were before us. We're talking about past lives. We're talking about hidden things. We're talking about secrets. How people say you got bones in your closets. These are things
Mm-hmm.
we never let people know about us. So like maybe you're secretly thinking in the back of your mind, oh, I could be a healer, but you've never said that out loud. And so now these bones are waking up and they're calling you and they're going, Roz, it's time for you to come out of the closet. It's time for these bones to unveil themselves and show people you can be that healer. You are that person. You can, mix herbs together to heal people, to do these things. You have to start sharing your gifts with the world. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. So,
Yeah, I'm taking that all in. A lot of confirmation. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for the clarity um,
mhm.
in which things come through. And so I thank you infinitely. I love you. Thank you.
Love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, before you go, Roz, share with us what
Yeah.
was confirmation for you. Share with us two of your confirmations.
One thing that I am definitely creating every bit of this experience and existence, especially that which I have seen that's yet to come. That's one confirmation, and then another confirmation is I'm just scared.
Yeah, because
I'm
you
still fighting
you
playing
said
small.
everything and nothing. Nothing.
Oh.
You didn't answer the question at all. You did not answer it at all. Your guides were like, ask her. She's not going to answer your question at all.
I didn't.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I said, share
I
two
feel like I am.
confirmations with me. You didn't share anything. You just kind of tap dance in the circle. You don't have to. I just want you to be aware that you did that because that's also connected to the bones, the secrets, the hiding,
Mm.
the bones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess specifically with the healing work and um, the for lack of a better term, it's just what's coming to mind. The job and saving the planet. Like really, what that role is for me.
Mm-hmm.
That I gotta
Saving the
not
planet or
fight
saving
that.
yourself?
Pardon?
Saving the planet? You put
Ooh,
the whole job of saving the planet on your back? That's saving the planet. You think the planet needs to be saved?
I think I definitely play a role in the direction that it's going,
Mm-hmm. The
and that it does
planet,
need some healing.
the
I'm sorry.
the planet or the people on the planet.
Ooh,
And the only reason I'm telling you this, because I know how you are with words, so you know what you're saying. I just really want to hear your honest, unfiltered answer. I really want to
yeah, but
hear. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, no, no. I'm reading the chat. I'm listening. I'm listening. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm feeling. I guess it's not. I'm not really feeling that I. It's the people. I don't know. Yeah, I have to ponder that and be clear because I'm saying I'm welcoming clarity. I want the clarity,
Yeah.
and
And
then do
trust
I?
me,
Am I?
you do have it. You do have it. You just have to stop being afraid of yourself and say it. But you have to say it in your authentic language and not a language. And I'm not saying you're doing this, but not in a language that we're used to hearing because you have something so
Mhm.
unique inside of you. But I want you to articulate it in your voice and your understanding so you're not confused. Because how can you be confused with something that's in your soul? That can never happen.
Yeah.
It can only happen if we're scared of ourselves. And I know you're scared of yourself. I know you're
Yeah.
scared of you. But what I'm telling you, it's time to stop being afraid. It's time. Let me be that example. You've listened to the remix, not a long, long time, but you've been here long enough. And if I can show up, Miss Scary Cat herself, scared and all, then we all can show up. And that's what I want you to do because you do have something. I want to hear what that is for you. And if I promise you, if you take the time to sit with yourself and really, really tap in and allow that truth to come to the surface, it's going to change your entire life. It's going to change your entire life. In fact, it will change the world. Because when we change our lives, it changed the world. You need to know how truly, truly powerful and gifted and loving you are. And be self assured and self aware in that. That's your goal to learn how to love yourself enough so that you can freely move out of that space. And I know how it is to be scared to move out of that space because we get all of these self doubt thoughts like, who am I to do this? Who am I to think this? Who am I to say that this is what I want to do? But you are the person to do that. But I want you to find your authenticity in it because that's where it will live. That's where it will live. Anywhere else, it will die like a fire on a windy night. It will blow the flame out.
Mm.
It will blow it completely out. As quick as you light it, as quick as you get excited about it, as quick as you start to move on it, it will go out.
Amen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. It's just calling you to be your authentic self and to trust that process and trust that process of knowing that you don't know. It's okay to not know exactly what it looks like, but to really understand and honor what it feels like. Because I will share something with you. Now, you may hold another truth, and I'm perfectly okay with that, but the planet doesn't need to be saved. If the planet decided to fart, 90 plus million people would fall off.
Mm.
If the planet decided to roll over, more than 100 million people will be gone. The planet doesn't need to be saved. And truly, no one can save anyone, but we can facilitate and assist people in helping them save themselves.
Amen.
And I give
Yeah.
you that because I know so much of what's happening right now. We have a lot of Christ conscious energy on the planet. And a lot of people will get that download and think that they are the savior to the world. But I want you to know that
Mm.
everyone is divine. Every soul on this planet is powerful. Nobody got shortchanged. Nobody. You understand? And everyone is a individual soul on the planet. We are powerful together, but we are powerful individuals. And each of us has something very divine and unique to bring to the table. And each one of us can assist each other on our journeys, which is a powerful thing. So, really, you're feeling a lot of that calling for
Mm.
you to step out so that you can be of assistance to those on the planet for yourself. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm furiously writing my notes.
It's okay, but
uh,
rather than distract yourself again, and I'll just give you this cuz I love you, because that's a distraction too because you can go back and record. I need you to be present in the moment. This is where you have access to all of your spiritual gifts. Being present. You can go back and take notes another time. Being present so you can tune into what your higher self is telling you. That's where the magic happens. If you guys want to know how this comes to me, how this information, these downloads are coming to me, and it comes in so quickly because I am fully in receive mode. I am present. If anything, I'm distracting my mind by looking at this light. I'm over here looking at this phone. I'm trying to see if my hair look a little messed up. I'm distracting my mind, but my spirit is present. Yeah, you got this. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what you continue to do because you've already done so much. But them bones is telling you, girl, it's time to come out the closet. That's what them bones is saying.
razzle dazzle.
Them bones say, we tired of hiding. We tired of hiding. We ready to do some things. We ready to do it. So it's a beautiful
Okay.
thing. It's a beautiful thing. Congratulations, Roz.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Yeah, you're going to be amazing. You still are. You are amazing, but you're going to do amazing more things. And I love it. Yeah. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Whew, I love it. How we all feeling? Welcome on in, Soul Family. I just want to take a look. I want to say welcome to everyone who is coming in the Blue Room. I want to remind you all that we have the Galactic E-Files Volume 5. It is going down tomorrow. It's going to be a live call with me, Miss Blue, and we're going to be doing the Galactic E-Files a little different than normal this year. Well, Yeah, I can say this year because this is the first Galactic E-Files this year. We're going to be doing it totally different because I'm going to be channeling live. We're going to be going through the exercises live. It's going to be happening tomorrow, Saturday. February the 10th, it's going to be going down at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you get your ticket. I think there's still room available, so get your ticket and you can come on over and join us. If you can't make it live, don't worry, you're going to get access to the replay. You will be able to go back and listen to the replay, get all those juicy, juicy notes. We're going to be tapping into the month of the Mystic Healer in this Galactic E-Files. We're going to talk about things such as past lives. We're going to touch on that, but we're also going to be diving deep into ancestral healing and so many other galactic themes. So you definitely, absolutely want to be in the house for that. We're going to continue here live on Planet Remix. And let's listen to a little bit of Baby Blue. I haven't played that. I got to get used to this new
La
setup.
la la la, the remix. Hey, this is Baby Blue. And remember, if nothing else moves you, life will.
So true. Say it with me. If nothing else moves you, life will. If nothing else moves you, life will. If nothing else moves you, life will. We're going to go to the next caller. Calling in. Let's see. Whoa, so many of you guys got on the phone lines. We're going to go to the next caller calling in from area code 7132. 7132, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. 7132, going once, going twice. 7132. Okay. We're going to come back. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 2164. 2164.
Yes, Ms.Blue, can you hear me?
I can. Greetings. Who's on the line, please?
Oh, this is awesome. This is Jordana. I got cut off on our last show. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. We can hear you. I'm sure
Oh,
sure everyone else can hear you too. We can hear you loud and clear.
I hope so. So this is Jordana. I was on the call with you before and we got cut off. I don't know if the family remembers. The whole show got cut off, I think. Or the
Yeah.
whole chat room got cut off.
Yeah, we did. We
and
did.
so
Yeah.
I thought I would try it again.
We were having some high vibes that night, some beautiful high
That's
vibes.
right.
So it's all good,
Absolutely.
but welcome in. And where are you calling from again? I'm sorry.
Ohio.
Ohio. That's right. You said that. Yes. And how can I help you? Thanks for calling in.
So I just, I always call in unexpected, not really expecting anything, but I think when we last were, speaking, I was speaking of some losses of family members over the last year or so, and dealing with that, and you gave me some cleansing, and which was awesome. I'm trying to stay faithful to that and continue the cleansing. And I just recently lost one of my older sisters.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah.
It's
Unfortunately, it's going to be a lot of people leaving the planet that just don't want to go through a lot of what we're dealing with this ascension. It's going to be a lot of people leaving the planet, either because it is their time for them to leave or they have completed their work at this particular time. We send them love, and because we know no one truly dies, the soul continues to live on. And so, yeah, my blessings and condolences to you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Not really wanted anything in particular. Still dealing with the energy, and I don't expect you to remember everything that
I
everybody is
so
saying, but
so
I
so
need.
hold on, hold. Do me a favor, because you're coming in a little muffled. Just kind of scoot back a
Okay.
little bit from the mic, and I do want to tell you this, and I want, because I know we have a lot of new listeners too.
Hmm.
Very few incidents do I remember. I'll remember you, but what I'm telling you, because I'm
Hmm.
not giving you guys advice, and I talk to so many people, it's kind of like Men in Black. When I'm done talking to you, it goes away, which is a good thing. You don't have to worry about me being in these streets talking, because after I'm done
Hmm.
with you, it's gone. So let me
Right. Like
know
that.
if you have a ask, if you have a wish at this particular time. Let me know and I can assist you. Yeah.
Okay. So, and it was a few things, but I'll just go with, because since we're talking about ascension and we're talking about making the transition, and this particular sister that just passed away very recently. Um, I don't know if you have a message from the ancestors. Does she want to say something? This was kind of out of left field for everyone. One minute we were talking about preparing New Year's Eve dinner, and the next day, pretty much, she was gone.
Mm.
So this is fairly
Let's
recent.
see. Let's see.
Um,
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if she comes through. Mm. 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 So I'm getting sort of a combination of things. Number one, I do see that um she's kind of holding her throat and her chest. Did she pass of a heart attack or something with her heart?
that's what the coroner's report. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's what I'm showing. This is her. I just wanted to make sure this was her coming through, because she's kind of holding her throat and then she's, holding her chest at the same time. So this was her. It was a quick passing for her. Even though she was having some issues with her heart. I don't know if you were aware of that, but she was having some issues with her heart prior to that. I even see a couple of years back, she did have like a little scare with her heart um, that was going on. Were you aware of that?
I was not. I don't. I don't think anyone was.
Yeah.
Anyone, because everybody was like, okay, what just
Yeah,
happened?
she was.
Yeah,
And it might have
no.
been, she said for a while, she had a lot of indigestion problems like acid reflux, indigestion problems.
Wow. Now
Yeah,
that we knew.
yes, and
Yes.
it really was her heart. And so this is what she's telling me is that, she was thinking she was having indigestion, like every time she would eat, sometimes at night, she'd have the acid reflux and, if she ate too late or if she, just she was just very, very sensitive, very sensitive, but this was her heart. This was her heart in her. And
Yeah.
she is very sorry for the timing. This is what she keeps telling me. She says, "Oh my gosh, Miss Blue, my timing was horrible." She said, "But I was never on time for anything anyway." So she said,
Oh, Miss
she said,
Blue, I love you so
she
much.
said her
I
timing was horrible. She said, "Oh, my timing was horrible." Let me ask you, was she married, please, separated, or divorced?
oh my goodness, all of the above. She was considered really, I guess, single. She was married, I believe, but it was so long ago. I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah,
she's
but
kind of
she
showing
was
me this
single still.
married, separated, like divorce kind of energy, like a lot of
Hmm.
different things going on. Any children? I don't see. Well, mm, I see. Does she have a son?
She has three sons.
Okay. Was one of the sons with her? Was one son with her right when she passed, or it's okay.
We buried her son 7 months ago. Her
Oh,
baby son.
oh, this is who is with her. Oh, I'm
She's
sorry.
with
I'm
her.
sorry. Yes, her son is with her because she's telling me my
I
son.
wasn't gonna say anything
Yeah,
because
she was like,
yeah.
tell her my son, my son. Just tell my sister about my son. I'm thinking she's saying, tell my sister about my son, like my son was with her when she
Yeah.
passed. But she's saying, no, she's telling me to tell you
Oh
her
my God.
son is with her. Her son is with her. So her
He's
son
there.
is with her. So, rest assured, her baby boy, her
Yeah,
son is with her. It's,
everybody said that she died of a broken heart because
yeah,
it really,
yeah.
she, well, it was just 7 months ago that we buried him.
Ashe, Ashe.
It was the same, I believe, according to the coroner, the same issue. He had a massive heart
Heart
attack in
attack.
his sleep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And yeah,
yeah. And this is what I want to tell you because they're both there. They're both loving on you. They're loving on the whole family. And she's also saying that she wants the family to take care of their heart, and to just take care of your heart. And she's not just talking about like going to the doctor, even though that's a big part, but take care of your heart. Make sure you're not putting too much on your heart. This is what she's saying. Don't put too much on your heart. Don't worry too much. Don't waddle too much in your heart. Like, don't, she said she wish if she had the opportunity. So many things that she stayed up thinking about all night, or what she was worrying
yeah,
herself, making herself sick. She would never do that. And she said she doesn't want you to do that. Please stop doing that. Please stop making yourself sick, worrying about things. And she said, get out, exercise, walk. If you don't do anything, walk. If you don't do anything, exercise, walk, find something to occupy your mind. She said the family has an issue with not being able to let things go from their mind. She's showing me this family pattern that somehow when
yeah.
thoughts come in, it stays in the mind. She said, Mama had
Oh
this
my God.
problem. She said, Mama has the
Yeah,
same problem. She said, we have got to stop doing this. She said, take up a craft, find something to do, cook, find something, straighten up the house,
yeah,
clean, take up painting, take up dancing. She's saying, do
yeah,
anything, do something so that you can release this energy of this pattern that you have in the family, that you guys
hmm,
are just such loving people. She's showing me that you guys are such loving people. You have such a big heart. She said, our family is known for our big hearts. We love hard, we love strong. And she's saying, we've
yeah,
got to learn how to protect our heart. And how you protect your heart is by living in a state of joy, authentic joy in your life. If you're not living in authentic joy, you can't protect your heart. So you have got to get into what brings you joy, what lights you up, what you enjoy
yeah,
doing. And your sister wants you to do more of that so that you can get out of worrying so much about nothing. She's saying nothing. She said, I
right.
worried about absolutely nothing,
Yeah, I know. That's
nothing.
true. Yeah,
Yeah. And she loves
yeah,
you so much and she's so thankful for you. She said she really regrets that she didn't tell you enough how much she appreciated you as a sister and love
I
you
know
as a
she did.
sister. She said she
I
didn't
know
tell
she
you
did.
it's enough. She said, but she loves you so much and she's so thankful
She was
for
my
you.
second mom. She raised
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
When the doctors said that I wouldn't make it because I was premature,
Hmm.
and that we should leave, my family should leave me in the hospital because I wasn't going to make it.
Hmm.
She begged and fought for, the story, the way I'm told, is that she fought for me to come home, and she raised me.
Mm.
And I'm
Mm.
here. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm here because of her.
Yeah. Well,
Um, I
well, she
I owe her a lot.
absolutely loves you. Yeah. She
I love
loves
her
you.
too. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I'm just so glad that she missed her baby.
Yeah. He's
I
with
can't
her.
imagine. I don't have children, but just
Mm.
to lose a child, I could never even imagine.
Yeah. Ashe. Ashe. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
I'm so happy that
Yeah.
Miss Blue. Yeah,
Yes.
there's no way. I didn't even say anything about her son, and you are such a valuable asset to people who really, really, I know some people get it and they understand, but
Yeah.
it's rough. And it's funny because her oldest son and I just got off the phone just a couple of hours ago, and
Wow.
we were talking about the family holding on to grudges.
Wow.
We were that's exactly what we were talking about.
Well, she's alluding to it. She's saying we've got to
Yeah,
stop it.
yeah,
We've
we got to let it go.
got to
Yeah,
let it go and just get more
yeah.
into love. Well, I thank you so much for, and I
Thank
can
you.
only imagine, but I am sending you so much love and
Thank you.
and I want to tell you this because initially when you came on, your energy was kind of all over the place, but you instantly started to pull yourself back into your body. And I tell you that because that's a technique that when I'm working with people and teaching them about energy and even about healing, and even when I'm doing energy work. So, like, I could be in the kitchen and all of a sudden I get this phone call, and and it's like, hey, it's an emergency. This is, I don't want to call nobody names, but the Grammys was coming on and they want to talk to you before they get ready to go and do their thing.
Hmm.
And I got to switch from being in the kitchen to coming into Ms.Blue to answer this call and getting fully back into my body. I know what that feeling is like. And you so gracefully slid back in your body. Soon as you heard the confirmation, you slid right back into your body and your energy instantly calmed back down. And I tell you that to give you confidence. So when you start feeling these heavy moments, I want you to just go to that place within yourself and just visualize yourself sort of almost like when we were kids and we would get on the slide and just slide down the
Yeah.
slide. Just visualize yourself sitting at the top of the slide and sliding back into your body and grounding. Because right now, the
Hmm.
energy is so electric. I know you can feel it. It's
I
so
do.
electric.
I do.
This new moon we have right now, if I'm not mistaken, it might even be, it feels like a full moon. Even though it's a new moon, it's giving super full moon, super moon. It's giving super moon energy. And it's so electric because of the planets, because of the alignment, because of Mars, because of Pluto. And of course, because all of these planets are in Aquarius, which is all about frequency and vibration. And plus we have
Hmm.
moved our position. So it's like we're just being lit up, like we are just being lit
Yeah.
up. Our bodies are so sensitive to these subtle energies, and our egos is trying to push forward today. and it will be pushing forward for quite a bit this month. And so we really have to make sure we're not getting ahead of ourselves and just allowing us to be ego led, because it can really sort of shift us back out of a timeline that we work so greatly to be in a higher
Hmm.
vibration. And you did that so beautiful. I just want to tell you, you
Oh,
did that
oh, thank you.
so beautifully. So
Mm,
beautifully.
yeah,
That is
even
healing. That is healing for the body, for the mind, for the
yeah.
spirit. So healing. So
I
healing.
I have to. Like I said, I want to. I feel like I'm moving into this position that I knew
Hmm.
that I was designed to move into as it relates to my nieces and nephews.
Yes.
I wasn't exactly sure because I did not know if I was emotionally and spiritually available to them the way that I wanted to. When I was
Yeah.
younger
Yeah.
and going through my whole corporate experience and all of that, and I'm like, what can I tell them? What can I? And with that being said, and it goes to
Hmm.
what you're saying now, because I want to be able to tune into my intuition. I want to kind of hone those gifts and those crafts. I know that they're there, and you and I
That's
spoke about
right.
this before in the
Yes.
past.
Yes.
And I know they're there, and I want to do that, but I want to do that in a way that I can communicate something different. My nieces and nephews are brilliant men and women.
Yes.
I'm just
Oh,
now getting to know them,
beautiful.
and I want to. I am developing a project, a podcast project, and I want to build it around my nieces and nephews.
Oh, how
Something that's never been done
wonderful.
before. Yeah, and I was talking to my nephew's dad, one of my oldest nephews. That was his father that I was talking to tonight, my
Mm,
sister's oldest son.
yes.
And I told him, your son is so deep and so spiritual. But anyway, with long story short, and I had been wanting to get a reading from you anyway, so I have sent you some email. You'll get them
Yes,
eventually.
I'll get them.
But I am creating this project, and I had been talking to them about it over the holidays, and then they lost their grandmother, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Mm,
So, and then I thought it was, bad timing, but it was actually the perfect time, because now they want to get stuff off of their chest. They
yes.
want to talk, they want to open up. And I did not know. They did not know this about their auntie, and I did not know what I'm finding out. It's
About
awesome. It's
them.
beautiful. And at a tragic point, this beautiful thing comes out, and I'm like, this is perfect. I've been trying to find out how to build the concept of my podcast and my platform, and
Yes.
that's it. They were right there.
I love it. I love it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Please come back and let us know,
I
when you
will.
get
I
things
will.
going, and just just keep doing what you're doing. I promise you. Like I said, I just could if you go back, you'll be able to feel when you shifted. When you listen and you go back, you're going to feel when you shifted, and you did it when I was speaking. You wasn't even speaking. So you're going to know energetically when you shifted. You just sort of shifted back
Wow,
into that energy, and that is powerful. That is so powerful. So,
that's good.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask you that specific, like,
Mhm.
and I think you know what I mean when I ask you this question, because we've talked about it before. But I'm okay, right?
Mhm. You're
Okay.
you're more than okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're more
I
than
know you know what
okay.
I'm talking about.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah. Oh
know.
yeah.
Yeah, I just, yeah,
You
because
are more
yeah,
than
yeah,
okay. You are more than okay.
yeah. Well, I
Just
will look forward
mhm.
to getting my, because like I said, I sent you a couple of email, and I'm looking forward to my reading. But Ms. Blue, yeah, and, oh
Yeah.
my goodness, wow. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
well, you
you are
can
the reason
you
that I
can
want to build on what I'm doing. I'm
yes,
good
keep
though. This is
doing it.
good. This is
Know
really good.
she is sending her love to her children. She
Yeah.
wants them all to live their lives. Stop
Mhm.
holding on to things, making
Yep.
sure their heart is light, not worrying, not worrying.
Right.
and to let them know that her baby boy is with her, is with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And she
I
loves
could
them.
feel that just based on what everybody said. Like, we just talked to her, we just spoke to her,
Yeah,
and I'm like, and in my mind, I didn't say it verbally, but in my mind, I'm like, she wanted to be with her baby. She
yeah,
she
yeah,
went, and yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, and real quick, some advice. Do you think it is a good idea for me to let her sons and her grandsons hear this?
If they're open to hear it, you know? So I always
They have
say
to be open to hearing it. Okay.
start where a person is and not where we want them to be. And then
Mhm.
here is the other thing. You're going to know the right time, the right
Okay.
conversation if they want to
Okay.
if they want to hear it, if they're open.
Okay.
But I promise you
Mhm.
they will take your word for it. They will trust you for it too, but
Think
you
so.
can certainly let them hear it.
Yeah.
But no, I don't give
Okay.
advice. Miss Blue don't give advice. Y'all don't want my advice. Y'all really
No,
don't.
no. I'm just because I'm like
No, no, no.
because I like her son and like I said her grandson. He's such a deep and spiritual young man.
Yeah.
I know he would probably be the
Of
one
course.
person.
Yeah, you're going to know
Yeah.
and you'll also know
Yeah.
and you can let them hear. Now we're living in a world where this is not so kind of woo woo. It's not so far out
Yeah.
there anymore.
That's true.
Maybe 10 years ago, you've been listening to me
Mhm.
for a while. Maybe 10 years ago we couldn't do that.
Correct.
But now it's a
Excuse
whole
the
nother.
train in the background, you guys.
I
I'm so sorry.
Hey, that train is a beautiful confirmation. You understand? The
Absolutely.
ancestors ride the train. So that's a beautiful confirmation. That's
Wow.
beautiful. That's a yes.
That is
That's a
that is
yes.
awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. I
That's a
love it.
yes.
I
Oh,
thank you so
you're
much,
so
Miss Blue. I'm
welcome.
not going to take up any time. You always take your time. You're very patient, and you're
Mm,
just a beautiful energy. And I
thank
love you
you.
as
Love you
always.
too.
Yeah.
Peace and love. Love you too.
Thank you so
Hold the
much.
line.
All right.
What a beautiful, 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 beautiful call. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 6152. 6152. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hi, Miss Blue. This is Lashika. I'm in Glendale, Arizona.
Greetings, Lashika. How are you?
I'm doing well. This has been such a great share. Oh, this is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I think that just hearing everybody's, what made me press one is, I don't know, it just feels like a theme, just like ancestor love. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember the last time that I called you, it was my grandmother's birthday, and you encouraged me to like just dive deep and explore,
Yes.
just spending time with my ancestors and doing those things. So I have been I have been doing that, and it's
Beautiful.
been a really, really great time. And so I wanted to see if there is a message from one of them tonight.
Well, if you've been talking to them, why you ain't asked them? What's your message for me?
Well, well, so I did the other day
Mm-hmm.
with my great grandfather, and I don't know. I was just like, it's a new moon. Everybody's calling about ancestors. I'm gonna press one if I get
No,
in. I'm
no.
gonna see if it's a message for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I pressed one. But
Yeah.
I have been
Mm-hmm.
um I mean, yes, messages and
Mm-hmm.
just experiences with them.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Especially if you've been using the coffee. The coffee brings them out. They love the coffee.
That's what you
Yeah,
said.
they love the coffee. Oh, I promise you. That's a hack ain't nobody know because my spirit guides taught me that years ago. Oh, they love the coffee. You get them coffee beans, they will come out. But really what it is, a big part of it is opening up our
Mhm.
ancient sort of DNA And that ancient DNA, when we open that ancient DNA, it allows us to raise our frequency because our loved ones have to lower their frequency so low to come down to this very earth is very dense. It's a dense
Mm-hmm.
reality. So they have to lower their energy to connect with most of us. In most cases, they have to lower even those of us who are mediums and psychics like myself and clairvoyants who speak to the ancestors. There's still a part where they have to still lower themselves to connect with us in this dense reality. So we're sort of meeting them, out in the plains where they're sort of coming to try to attempt to meet us and to connect with us. The ancestors and our loved ones are very, very close. And not to mention, when we start talking about these dimensions, whether it's the fourth dimension, fifth dimension, or whether it's the 11th or the 12th dimension or any other dimensions, because they're really endless. If you take your hand and stick it out in front of you and
Mm-hmm.
wiggle your fingers, that's how
Mm-hmm.
close the ancestor realm is. That close. So we're walking, connecting, we're vibrating,
Mm-hmm.
we're, all of this. We are so connected with our guides, with our ancestors. That dimension is so close, so close to us. It's so close to us. Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't know until now what you mentioned about the uh, the what they have to do to
Yeah, they.
experience, be with us or
Mm-hmm.
that. And so that was really great because I feel that when I have been doing those things that you said,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that I am connecting with everybody who I want to connect with, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't feel bad, or I don't feel
Right.
bad, or it doesn't feel anything like that. And I
And
just couldn't figure out like
mm-hmm.
what that and not even disconnect, maybe a
and
gap. I don't
And
even know
here,
what I would call
here,
that.
here is the thing. And sometimes, like some readers will tell you that they can only connect with spirits who are choosing to come forward. And so
Mm-hmm.
some of
Mm-hmm.
them may not be choosing, and it's not because they don't want to. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it could be two things. One, your frequency is not high enough and they have to bring theirs down so low to connect with you. But I can tell you
Mm-hmm.
anyone can connect with their ancestors. I have shown people how to do it, but it's about really getting into position so you can. Now, altars are very good to start working with. That's why most people will tell you in the beginning, set up an altar for them because you're really sort of prepping your mind so your mind doesn't get in the way. Because that's what most people allow to stop them from connecting with the higher realm. Because, contrary to popular
Mm-hmm.
belief, it doesn't live in your mind. This is not coming from your mind. You understand the mind plays a role in helping you
Mm-hmm.
to interpret, but this is not a process for the mind. And so, if you allow your mind to interrupt that process, it's like floating in a swimming pool. The moment you start thinking about, oh, you got to get ready to go home and cook dinner, you don't float no more. You start sinking towards the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You have to totally
Mm-hmm.
surrender to your higher self. And when you get into that frequency, it allows you to float. It allows you to go higher. You understand it allows your mind to move out the way. So I would say keep practicing with it. Just keep practicing. And
Mm-hmm.
then you have to have a reason. Here is the thing that I
Yeah,
want.
I do.
No, no,
I
no.
mean,
And I'm
yeah,
not
I'm
talking
sorry. Go
about you.
ahead.
I'm not talking about you. I'm
Okay.
saying just in general, you have to have a reason more
Mm-hmm.
than um, oh, I just want to connect. That doesn't open it up.
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys come on and you say, I just want to know if anybody has a message for me, even if you don't tell me
Mm-hmm.
the reason, because I recognize we're on a live show and millions of people are listening, but you got to have a real reason, not just so you can just say
Mm-hmm.
something to be saying something. We want deep
Yeah.
connections, deep spiritual connections. And I'm really, really just, I've been pushing you guys for years and years and years to do that, not because clearly, not because I need it in order for me to do this work. And that's not something I can say. If you want to see my proof, just check my receipts, because I got plenty of receipts in the archives, over 20 years of receipts. I don't need you to tell me any information. Matter of fact, my one-on-ones, I don't want to know nothing. Zero. But on the show, because we're doing a show and I'm not spending time with you, it's not the same kind of practice. I allow you to explain because I want it to be a teaching moment. I know that there are many spiritual teachers
Mm-hmm.
here. All of you guys, I see you as spiritual teachers. I see you as people in the communities that have your own sort of communities that you are helping to assist on the planet, and you're doing this work. So I'm showing you what it looks like so you can begin to start understanding that for yourself. And as a result, dare I say, our soul group, when it comes to people who are out here doing this work, doing it authentically, doing it from a place of love, doing it with high vibration, hands down is one of the top 10. We definitely top 10 in the teachers of spiritual teachers on the planet. But I do that for that reason, but I don't really need you to tell me anything. I can go in and get that information and do it. I don't say that to brag. I say that because the
Yeah.
way that I'm doing this, because I wanted to also be able to assist you, because I know that you all are in spaces, you're in places where you're assisting other people and you can understand how to assist them. How can I help my family member, like the sister that just came on? How can I help my nieces and
Mm-hmm.
nephews? What does this look like if I haven't maybe taken a lot of in-depth classes with Miss Blue, or I don't feel like I'm confident enough, but I know I'm picking up something? How can I express this? And then you can take it and put it in your own words, make it authentic to you, and you can have that understanding. So I make you guys, and I told you I would be doing that. I would be pushing you all to do more of the work for yourself. I want you to do it. Doesn't mean you can't come
Mm-hmm.
on and ask me questions. Absolutely. But I also want to
Mm-hmm.
encourage you to not be afraid to step outside that box and to continuously work with your energy, because I know the whole world is psychic. I've been saying this for over 20 years. Even before I knew what it was, I
Yeah.
thought the whole world was like this. You know, I know that anyone
Yeah.
can connect with their ancestors. Absolutely anyone can do that. We all have the ability to heal ourselves. We all have the ability to tap into these frequencies and these higher dimensions, but not from a point of our ego, not from a point of just saying, I can do it to do it, but from a point that we really
Mm-hmm.
want to. This is something we're feeling that we're being called to do, doing it out of love, doing it for service. You understand, doing it so we can be assistants and help the planet and everyone on the planet with their ascension, to assistant, to be here for
Yeah.
assistance, and also for ourselves. You can't leave yourself out of the equation, but I want to foster more of, you have to be about what you're for. And I know that when you're starting out, how spirit opens up is when someone comes on and they are so desperate in their heart, not in a way of not in a negative way of being desperate, but they so much want to connect with their loved ones, and they're so open to receiving that message, and they're ready to hear it. That spirit will show up like that, show up instantly.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They will show up instantly, because
Yeah.
when they come because they have a message. They're not coming because they just want to tell you you're great, although they will come and tell
Mm-hmm.
you you're great if you are like the one sister because they want you to understand. Listen, stop telling people you're a burden. Stop thinking you're a bother. And as you can see, that was something that went way back to her childhood of abandonment issues, of trauma issues, of mistreatment issues. You know, they will come back and confirm it, but most of the time they're coming to tell you that. And so we have to move from the place of being these students of the work, which I consider myself still to be, to being doers of the work and knowing of the work and not being afraid. When I was doing the priestesshood, one of the things I would tell all the priestess, you got to get out of trying to be right, and you have to get out of worrying about being wrong, and you have to learn how to speak from your heart, speak from your spirit, speak from that authentic place. And then you know, it's like going, it's like going in the jewelry store and someone giving you an empty box and telling you you can put whatever you want in there, diamonds, gems, anything that you want, you can fill the box up. It will become filled with all of your jewels, not jewels that belong to this person, not jewels that that person have, not jewels that I have, but your jewels. You will be able to collect all of your jewels that belong to you, your gifts, your unique gifts that only you can bring through. Only you can bring these gifts through. Only you can. And see, we're coming to the point where we're sort of being forced. You're either going to put up or your ass is going to go back to the old world and you're going to go back in the loop. You're going to be back in a loop of time. And then you're going to go on and not you. I'm speaking metaphorically for all of us, myself included. Then you're going to get back and caught in this loop. When you get caught back in this loop, you're going to find yourself with another group. You're going to find yourself saying that you're going to go back through this same Groundhog's Day thing. This is why Groundhog's Day happens right around this particular time. It's such a critical time in the history on the planet because it's the time that we will go back through the loop. We're either going back to loop forward, or we're getting into a new loop, or we're going back through the old loop. And so we have to challenge ourselves to show up 100% as who we are. We have to challenge ourselves, no matter how uncomfortable, no matter how vulnerable that is. If our heart is truly seeking it, then that's what we have to follow. If your heart is not truly seeking it, then you have to leave it alone. You have to leave it alone. And you have, be honest enough to say, be bold enough to say, be loving enough to say, this is what I need at this time, or this is what I don't need at this time. Here's what I'm curious about at this time. And no hidden agendas, because I'm telling you, I know if that shit is so clear for me, it's got to be coming clear for you guys. It is so clear to me. It is scary.
Oh, this is so good.
It is scary. It is so clear. But I have to remind myself that sometimes behind that hidden agenda is many things that I dealt with earlier in my life. It's insecurity, it's pain, it's betrayal, it's denial. You understand, it's a lack of self-esteem. It's not loving yourself. It's a lot of things that can be behind it. I'm not saying everybody who has a hidden agenda has something sinister that's going on with them. It's poverty within consciousness. You understand, it's a lot of that.
Yeah. Man, this is so good. Oh, this is so good.
So these are the things that make us sick. These are the things that keep us sick. These are the things that keep us down. And ultimately, what my God showed me, these are the things that keep us separate. These are the things that keep us in competition. These are the things that keep us separate from one another. These are the things. because it's going to get real testy around here. When you start really showing up for who you are, people are going to find every reason not to like you, not want to support you, to talk bad about you. And you're going to have to still stand in that light. You're just going to have to keep standing because you're standing on what you know to be true within yourself. You understand? And it's not that, what can I say? It's not that they are, that person is a bad person or not a bad person. It's just that they're on a different path and you have to recognize that. But you're going to see the more that you show up, the more that you keep showing up as you're going to start seeing the shift. You're going to start seeing the change. You're going to start seeing the energy shift because everyone who's not, what's going to happen, it's going to make it very difficult. It's going to make it very difficult for people to be in your presence. It's going to make it very difficult for them to tolerate you. It's going to make it very difficult. They're going to find every word to say about you, everything to say about you. You understand? Right now, we're all dealing with our inner egos. We're dealing with our inner egos. And so you're either at this point, you're either sort of kind of balancing your ego, falling in love with it, or you're allowing it to control you because one of those things are happening. And the more that we continue to go forward, we're all being challenged. We're all being challenged so we can see things, not so much in other people, but so that we can see things within ourselves, so that we can say,
Yeah.
listen, this is not really who I am. And I have got to get to the bottom
Hmm.
of why do I feel like this every time this is happening? Why is this going on? I think I'm stuck on surprise over here. Y'all still see me moving? Because I don't. Y'all still see me moving?
Let me see.
I don't see me moving. I see me moving as
Yeah,
you still
in
see
the
me.
blue room.
I'm slow motion on the camera. I'm still slow motion. But I know what it is because my battery is low. My battery is like on 0%.
Oh my goodness.
So my
Only the women.
only on the remix, you've been around
Right.
enough, Lashika, only in the remix. But I would say to you, I want you to continue because I know that you are very, very, very tapped into your clairs. And I want you to keep amplifying that. I want you to keep working, maybe do it as journaling, as writing it down when you're
Okay.
talking and speak to your grandfather.
Hmm.
He's sitting there shaking his head, laughing right now. But, so
Oh, wait, that's who hasn't been coming up.
well, he's here now. He's shaking his head laughing. He's shaking his head laughing. He is
Beautiful.
shaking his head laughing. So he is definitely there. And I'll tell you really quickly what he said. He wished that
I
he was
forgot
able to
to say.
spend more time with you. He wished that he was spending more time with you. Yeah. 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 That's his biggest wish. His biggest wish is that he could have spent more time with you. Yeah. And really got to know you. Yeah. Yeah. He was a really, really cool, stubborn dude.
Yes, he was.
That's his words, not mine. He said I was a really, really cool, stubborn dude.
He was.
Yeah.
He was so mean.
Yes, he told me. He said stubborn. He said I was a really, really cool, stubborn dude.
Oh my God, that is
Yeah.
so. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful.
But he has a big smile. He's shaking his head. He got his hand on his head
Wow.
and just kind of putting his head down, shaking his head, put his hand over his eyes, shaking his eyes. And and he says, lastly, I'm going to tell you this in case we get cut off. He wants you to tell your mother that he is so
Mm,
sorry for their last conversation.
okay.
She might know. Now, this is
Okay.
this your father's mother? Father's your mm,
My father's my mother's father.
it's your mother's
Yeah,
father. So something to do
yeah.
with one of their last conversations. He's
Okay.
she'll
I
know what
will
it
tell her.
she'll know what it is.
She will listen to this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said
Oh, this is so beautiful.
he's very sorry. Very sorry. But yeah, he said
Wow.
he wished he could have spent more time with you and a lot of people
Wow.
in the family because he said I was a cool, stubborn dude, stubborn old man, a cool, stubborn old man. His exact words, cool, stubborn old
and what
man.
is and what's so funny is everybody. I mean, we loved him. I loved him. He was mean as I don't know
Yeah.
what. But oh wow, this is
That was just a cover, you know? It was the time that he grew up
just a
in. It
cover.
was just a
Yeah.
cover. It was just a
I
cover.
figured that after,
Mhm.
when he passed away, I remember still having just a little resentment, and over time really getting over that. And I
Mhm.
know it's with the help of the remix and just
Yeah.
realizing, I don't know if I put two and two together and said cover, but just like he did the best he could growing up and how he
Yes.
grew up and all of that.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy to hear that there was a desire to spend more time with me,
Yeah.
and now I feel like I'm even more inspired to
Oh.
continue with my ancestral work. So
Yes,
I'm
you
so
sure
grateful, Miss
better. What you
Blue.
talking
I'm so
about?
grateful.
Yes, you sure
Oh,
better.
I'm so
You
grateful.
sure better. Are you coming to the workshop? Well, it's not a
I
workshop.
just looked. I have an event. Well, you know what? I may not be able to be there, but I'm going to get it so I can have the recording.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah. You mean
absolutely.
for the call, because I'm gonna talk about ancestors. That's gonna be a big thing. Big
Whoa!
thing. Yeah,
Oh my God!
yeah. That's gonna be big.
The
So
timing. Oh,
I
Miss Blue,
know you're
I
always
don't.
on time. Always on time.
You are such a gem. Like you
Mm,
are,
thank you, thank
and
you.
you are so generous. Like someone said it earlier when they called in. If I'm not mistaken, I think her
Mm,
exact words were,
mm,
"You are extremely patient," and I just so grateful for you and your
mm.
generosity, your light, your love.
Oh, thank
I
you.
love that you make this not about you, but it's about a community.
Yeah.
It's like I feel the love from the community, and
Oh
I'm just
yeah. Oh yeah.
so grateful, so grateful.
Thank you. I love you,
I'm
Lashika. Don't
complete.
make me cry. Don't make me cry up here. Don't make me cry. I won't come back on camera for another decade. it'll be it'll be 40
Oh.
years from now. Oh, I love you all too.
But you'll still be on the phone lines.
I know, right? We'll go back to the phone lines. They'll be like, what happened? Oh, Lashika done did it. Lashika done made Miss Blue stop coming on. Oh,
So
no.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you,
so well.
Remix.
No, thank you. What a
Uh,
beautiful question. Perfect. But I want you to keep doing the work because I know you've been in self invest. You've taken classes with me. I want you to keep doing it. And I want you to keep loving yourself.
I
Love
will.
work never stops. But I promise you,
Yes.
you're gonna you got this. You definitely got this. So
Yes.
so keep going. I love you. Give my love to the family.
Love you.
All
I
right.
will.
Oh, peace and love, Lashika. Peace and
Peace
love.
and love.
Oh,
Yes. Thank you.
you're welcome. How beautiful. Listen, you guys, my battery, I don't even know what it says, but it done gave me a warning. I'm frozen on my end. Lashika, your mic is still live. I'm going to try to see if I can close it. If it'll let me. There it is. But Listen, that's gonna have to do it. I have to go and get ready for tomorrow. And I have to go and get ready for the call tomorrow, the cosmic call tomorrow. For those of you who will be on the Galactic E-File Volume 5 call tomorrow, I will see you all there. If you haven't secured your ticket, it's not too late. Click the link for the Know Your Magic or Digital Magic. Yeah, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. I'm kind of going in and out of portals. So I just want to tell you all I love you so much. Don't forget to hit that like button. And I will see you all, those of you coming to the workshop. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for all of your love. Let's keep the conversation going in let's keep the conversation going in the chat afterwards. So until next time, Soul Family, peace and love to you all. This has been fun. We'll be back. We'll be back on Sunday. I want to give a big shout out. And then, oh, also, I know Goddess Rainwater was in the building. She has something going on Sunday night. Make sure you check that out as well. And let me see, what else did I want to tell you all? It won't even let me play music. I'm going to have to get off of here before my computer just totally shuts me down because my battery says we got to get fully charged up. I'm excited. So I'll be reading your comments. I want to give a big shout out to everyone and out to the Soul Family. Peace and love, Soul Family. Peace and love. Ciao. Let's see. Peace and love. I don't think it'll let me. Oh my goodness. I don't even think it'll let me do it. I don't think it'll let me end. Let me see.